Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Well, we have some really amazing video footage to show you guys today, so we'll get through it one by one. The first video I will go ahead and play you now, and we will talk about it in just a second, but be sure to watch the entire video because the next piece of footage is really going to blow your mind, and I'm at a loss for words for what it is. So here is the first piece of footage here.
بس لك الاولاد ما عم بشوفوا تخيل شبل بعد ما شفته تليفون بعد ما دقيته اسالي وهيداك الازعر بينزل.
Alright, so this was captured and emailed to me from a viewer in Melbourne, Australia, taken 2 days ago. They were driving, they saw this strange, almost triangular shaped UFO, although it looks more like a rectangle. I don't know, it has a very odd shape. They said it did not look like anything man-made. Wasn't a plane, obviously, wasn't a drone, wasn't a kite or anything like that, because they said it was extremely windy out, and this thing just stood still, moving at its own pace, before disappearing, passing behind some trees, and finally appearing one last time before going behind this wall here. Now, we are playing you the footage in slow-mo, and you can clearly see the object going behind the tree cover here, which indicates that it's not something on the window. I mean, it's definitely not that. The viewers both saw it. It was a woman and her mother who were in the car, and she said that it was making a really loud sound, a very odd loud sound. And we are playing you the slowed down version here, and just look at this thing. What is this? Now, here is the slowed down version, although we are zooming in as close as we can to the object and following it. Basically, stabilizing the video. So you can see it here, passing behind this tree cover. Very strange shape, almost like a diamond shape. And here we go, it will pop out one last time out of the tree cover before disappearing behind this wall here. Yeah, it was completely stunning to the sources who recorded it. And finally, we're basically showing you frame by frame as we zoom in on the object to give you basically the slowest, clearest view possible of this thing. And we'll show you some images in just a moment, still images of the object where we've played with the contrast and the brightness to try to make out some detail. And I don't know, this UFO sighting is very strange, very eerie. So here is the still frame when the object is perfectly center, just to give you a better look at whatever this thing is. And we don't have a lot of contrast and definition in the video, so here is what the object looks like with the contrast increased and the brightness taken down just a little bit, just to give us some more definition. And as you're looking at this object, it actually looks sort of like an H shape, like a capital letter H on its side. It definitely is three-dimensional. It's not completely flat. Here is the last image where we have increased the exposure, played with the gamma, the offset, and it gives us basically the best view that we're going to get of the surface feature of this UFO. And yeah, anybody in Melbourne, Australia who saw this thing 2 days ago, shoot me an email. It's very, very mysterious. So I want to give a big thanks to the sources who sent in this, and let's get some feedback and see if we can figure out what this thing is, or at least if it's been cited somewhere else. So this next piece of video footage is simply amazing. A little background here, because basically the source of the footage regretfully asked me to take out the audio. They did not want their voices to be out there online. Perfectly normal. Sometimes when we get footage, people don't want their names out there and they don't want their voices. They don't want to be identified. And this sighting truly shocked them. There's a man and his girlfriend in the car. Girlfriend was filming this footage taken in Rhode Island. And what you're about to see is an object come into view directly ahead over the highway. We'll see two lights. And these two lights hover over the highway over to the left and then break apart and go separate ways on either side of the highway at an incredible speed. So here is that footage now. Now I want you to look in the distance where you will see these two lights enter the frame. You're seeing them now. If you look at the very end of the street that they're on, this highway, you're seeing the lights crossing over top of the highway. And we will zoom in on this in just a minute. And the source is going to zoom in on these lights, and we'll definitely get a better view of them. Now here she is zoomed in, and you can definitely see these two lights flying together in perfect formation, moving very quickly but odd, because again, they were on the other side of the highway. So it's crossed sideways over the highway. Now here is the part of the video when the objects have split. You're seeing the first object here, which is on the left-hand side of the highway, and then the viewer is going to pan over to the right side of the highway here, showing the other object flying. So this UFO, which started out as two uniform lights, has now split apart, and now we have two lights on each side of the highway. And you'll see throughout the video, the source pans the camera back and forth between the two lit objects. And again, these things are moving extremely fast, extremely odd maneuvers, and it completely shocked the sources, who were basically screaming and yelling at each other in the original audio, trying to figure out what this thing was, which at first they thought may have been a plane due to the two lights. However, there were no blinking lights on this thing, and once the two lights split apart, and due to the odd way this thing was flying, flying sideways over the highway and then splitting apart, that was extremely shocking to the sources and to us. So here we are looping over the video again, and we'll try to give you the best shots possible. So you just watch this, and yeah, you guys tell me if this is anything natural that you've ever seen before. Certainly nothing I've ever seen. So again, amazing video sent to us from Rhode Island. Have you guys seen this before? We recently did a video about these two orbs of light, these two little spots of light that people were recording from all over the world. And these two lights would move in unison together. They would rotate, they would change direction suddenly, they would move out far into the distance and disappear, move behind tree lines, and if you remember, we posted that video. We had one piece of footage from Canada, another one from California, Southern California, and they were the same exact two lights. So we may have a link here with this new piece of footage showing these two lights, although in the original footage from our video earlier in the month, those two lights never separated the way these have. And this is just some mind-boggling imagery here. So let me know if you guys have seen this, And big thanks to the sources who emailed me about this and are trying to get some answers. Now, on one last note before we end this video today, I want to show you guys a very cool image sent in to me by a viewer. That image you're seeing here. And basically, one of our fans is a manager of a very popular private jet fleet in Texas. And he emailed me this picture where he had printed out our Secure Team logo, as well as our name, and attached it to the side of this giant airliner here, sitting in the hangar. And the joke was made that now we have our own Secure Team jet. So I just wanted to show you guys that was pretty awesome to me. I've always wanted a Secure Team jet, and now it seems that we have one. So now we can fly around and actually track down these UFOs and chase them. Maybe we'll have a new show called UFO Chasers, starring Tyler from Secure Team. So again, awesome image. I thought it was great. I mean, that's just cool. It doesn't get any more cool than that. I just hope that he took our logo off the plane before it went out on its next flight. Don't want anyone getting into trouble. But yeah, pretty cool. So thanks to the source of this. You know who you are. I really appreciate it. And if you want to leave our logo on the plane, that is perfectly fine too. It'll help spread the word. And you know what? For now, I'm just going to pretend like you did leave it on there. So it's official. We have a Secure Team jet. So again, let me know what you guys think about the footage in this video. It's amazing. Have you seen something similar? Let me know. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe on your way out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back soon.